Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
Welcome back. Three men from Saulteaux First Nation are facing charges relating to a home invasion in that community. Around 6 this morning, Battleford's RCMP responded to two calls, one of a man being stabbed and another man with a gunshot wound. Police say both victims were at their home on the First Nation when three men with their faces covered broke in and shot one man in the back with a shotgun and attacked the other with knives. Both victims have serious but non-life-threatening injuries. 23-year-old Troy Ian Walter Moccasin and 19-year-old Blake Moccasin are facing a number of charges in relation to attacks. A warrant has also been issued for a third suspect. 23-year-old Troy Ryan Delorme has currently not been located, and RCMP are asking the public's help in finding him. If you have information on his whereabouts, you're asked to call Battleford RCMP at 306-446-1720 or Crime Stoppers. Moving on, public transit may be in the future for Cold Lake. City Council sat down last night to hash out plans for a new Cold Lake transit system, including sorting out the purchases of some buses. Fraser Snowden was at the meeting and has more.
Cold Lakers could be riding around in style in buses that were formerly the City of Calgary's.
Council had identified a certain amount of money for transit. What this will do is we're going to bring in six buses from the City of Calgary, and it gives us a lot of ability for parts.
Council is currently tendering a purchase agreement with Calgary on the deal. Mayor Craig Copeland says once everything is set, they are hoping to make your bus ride affordable.
This is going to be somewhere around the toonie. I think you want to make it simple for the bus driver, and so it'll be their pass system where you'll get a pass for so many rides and maybe a punch card.
The buses will allow residents to get from one end of town to the other and hit up a few hot spots around the city.
You're going to be able to take the bus coming from the north, that'll be kind of coming right by you, and hop on that bus as it goes south into Cold Lake South. So it's there'll be certain parts of the route that the two buses will sort of go right by each other at the same time.
The tentative schedule drawn up will see the buses running from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the weekends. Copeland says there will be an opportunity before the buses start up for people to give their opinion on the route.
We'll get the transit going probably a bit sooner than later, and we'll eventually do open houses where we're getting closer to an actual designated route, and we hope to probably get into the open houses in February, March.
The buses are expected here next week, and Council's hoping to have everything running by June. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
The moment the final school bell rings for the day, many border city students are rushing out to get out the doors, getting ready to go home or onto other extracurricular activities. But more than 100 kids from the Catholic schools throughout the city are staying back as they take part in the division's after-school program. In this week's Beyond the Classroom, we find out what the program is all about. Classes may be done, but the gym at St. Joseph's Elementary is packed as these students are releasing some energy they've built up over the day. Now, these kids are just some of the students that take part in the division's after-school program, which staff say is more than just a safe place for them to gather while waiting for their parents to finish work.
We have access to pretty much most areas of the school. So we can have library and library time. We can go in the kitchen and we can cook and bake. We can go in the gym when it's available and play lots of different games using all the school equipment.
We usually play with little balls that bounce, and usually the boys play hockey. It's mostly about meeting friends, having fun, and being at your second home, really.
Starting off with an after-school snack, these students can use almost every school resource under the supervision of qualified staff.
Many of our program leaders are educational assistants within our buildings, as well as we have outside people who have just applied who we feel are very qualified to care for children after school. They have a love and a passion for children, so that's a good fit for programming.
And it's not only staff that come and help out. Since the program began 12 years ago, staff are already seeing former students come back.
What's happening is some of those students that are in their high school years are coming back to volunteer, and they want to help out in the after-school program because they remember attending after-school program.